Leviticus 22 verse 1 and 2. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons to treat with respect the sacred offerings the Israelites consecrate to me, so that they will not profane my holy name. I am the Lord." Today, living a life that is dedicated to worshipping God is spiritually a sacred offering. Just as part of Romans 12 verse 1 says, "Offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God." So believers who have given their lives to Christ have poured out those lives as sacred offerings to God. It is therefore paramount for the church leaders tasked with leading believers to treat those believers' lives with respect. The lives of congregants, given to Christ, are a spiritual offering given to Christ. It is therefore spiritual disrespect for any pastor to turn those believers into his personal fans. But we see it daily with pastors who lead Christians away from Christ, and those Christians, instead of being a consecrated offering on the altar of salvation, end up becoming offerings on the altar of the pastor's ego and personal wealth accumulation. Watchmen and women, leaders in the gospel, must ask themselves whether they are leading the flock to the throne of Christ, to whom their lives are poured as a sacred offering. Because we now have church leaders who are bent on building personal brands under the guise of ministry. And their followers, instead of being fed the gospel of Christ, are being fed the hollow doctrines of the pastor's personal brand. If you claim to be a believer, here's an important question. Does your life revolve around Christ, or does it revolve around the ego and financial gratification of your pastor? Your life is a spiritual offering to whoever you spiritually revolve around. So make sure your life isn't revolving around another mortal like you. Shalom.